everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to achieve this look here, which is my version of a no makeup look. I wear this look all the time when I can't be bothered doing, say, a winged liner, or it's not an appropriate time to do a really heavy eye makeup. I find it really easy to achieve. I can use so many different palettes and products that I have to achieve this look, which means it'll be really easy for you guys to achieve at home too. So if you'd like to see how to achieve, I feel like I've just said achieve a lot of times. If you'd like to see how I created this look, then please keep on watching. Firstly, I'm going to prime my face with the Too Faced Hangover Primer. I received this recently and I'm pretty well obsessed with it, I would say. It feels like a moisturizer on the skin. It just feels so nice and really hydrating. You know, that's all I care about in life is glowy skin. And I'm just applying that with my fingers because it's easy that way. You might have noticed that I've already done my brows, and that's just because you guys can do your brows the way that you like best. I've just used the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Blonde. Because the eyes aren't too heavy for this look, I'm going to go straight in with foundation, and I'm actually going to be using a mixture of two foundations today. The first one is the Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder Foundation. I use the shade 6 when I've got a tan. This foundation is very natural and very dewy and quite sheer, so it's perfect for that no makeup kind of look. But then I'm also going to mix a little bit of the Hourglass Vanish Foundation, and the shade I'll be using is Buff. The Vanish Foundation is a full coverage stick foundation, but the two of these together, I just think they look really good and pretty natural too, so I'm going to show you how I do it. My go-to foundation brush is this one here by Zoeva. It is the Rose Golden 103 Defined Buffer Brush. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of the Light Wonder onto the back of my hand, and then I'm going to start applying that straight to my face. If I was doing a more natural look, like an even more natural look, I would definitely wear this by itself, but because my skin hasn't been at its best lately, I'm kind of vibing a little bit more coverage at the moment. Now taking the Vanish foundation, and I just get a little bit on my brush like this, and then I start applying it from the center of my face outwards. The reason I do it this way is because my skin is kind of worse towards the center of my face, and going to the outer edges, it's a lot more flawless, so I just want a little bit more coverage where it's needed. I'm now going to move on to concealer, and I love to use a liquid concealer under the eyes. So I vary it between the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, sometimes the NARS Creamy concealer, but today I'm going to use the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. Basically, I have a rotation of products that give a really similar effect, so if you don't have these exact products, something similar will definitely do the job. I'm using the shade Light Medium under my eyes, on my chin and down the sides of my nose. And I'm going to use this Zoeva 142 Concealer Buffer Brush to blend all of that out. And for that creases on my eyelids, I'm going to use the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder on a Zoeva Luxe Crease Brush just around my eye area. Now onto eyes, and I'm going to be using some eyeshadows from Makeup Geek that I custom created into a palette, but you can for sure use different eyeshadow palettes to achieve the same look, and I'll tell you some of my faves. The Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette is definitely up there for me. I think this is another great one to achieve this look. The Zoeva Nude Spectrum, I know it's filthy, I've gotten a lot of use out of this. This is also a fantastic palette to use. This is the Stila Eyes of the Window Shadow Palette in the shade Soul, and this is also another great palette to achieve this look. I like to keep my brush use pretty simple for this look, so I'm going to use the Luxe Crease Brush by Zoeva again, and this is the shade Cream Brulee by Makeup Geek. And I'm just going to start placing that in my crease area, in my socket area, and blending it out into quite a rounded shape. I basically want it to be applied all over the eyelid, but heavily focused on the crease in the outer corner. And just keep blending so it's really soft around the edges. I'm then going to take the shade Frappe, and I'm going to keep using the same brush And I'm going to apply it in a really similar way, except I'm not going to place it all over the eyelid. I'm keeping the focus on the crease and the outer V. If you're having any trouble blending, grab another clean eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to grab the shade Babyface, but you can use any kind of light shade like this or even just a translucent loose powder. I'm just going to grab this just a little bit and blend out all those edges. Now that the edges are blended, I'm going to do a really similar thing underneath my eyes. So starting with Cream Brulee, and this brush is the Zoeva Detail Shader. This is perfect for underneath the eyes. Just start smoking that out underneath. And then build up that definition with the shade Frappe. And if you need to blend anything out even more, then that clean eyeshadow brush will do the trick. I'll often leave my shadow at that, but today I'm just going to add a tiny little bit more definition around the lash line. I'm going to use the shade Americano, which is this chocolatey brown here, and I'm going to use a Sigma Smudge E21 brush. And I'm just going to apply it right along the lash line, going into the lash line so it's not spreading up and smoking out too much. And I'm only applying it to the outer third of my lash line because of my eye shape, but if you prefer to take it all the way along, go for it. This just really makes your eyelashes look a lot thicker and even more defined. I'm just going to use that Zoeva brush that I've been using for my shadows, and I'm just going to lightly blend that in to make sure that there's no harsh line there. And I'm going to do the same thing underneath my eyes, but being even more careful. I want to keep it really targeted to the lash line. I'm going to add a little bit of an inner corner highlight, and I'm going to use the shade Shimmer Shimmer, also by Makeup Geek. And I'm just going to use that on a Luxe pencil brush, again by Zoeva. Before I apply mascara and maybe lashes, I'm going to do the rest of my face first. I have fallen completely in love with this. This is the NARS Liquid Laguna Bronzer. It is so beautiful. I'm obsessed with it. There are hardly any days that go by where I don't wear it now. I feel like I'm going to run out of it really quickly. So I just get a couple of pumps on the back of my hand. I love to use this Artiste blurring foundation brush to apply it. And I firstly apply it underneath my cheekbone and blend it out. And I blend it up into my temples and then around to my forehead. Just the outer edges of my forehead. And then back around underneath my jaw. And then go back with my foundation brush just to make sure that it's all really well blended and to make sure there's a bit of light in the center of my face. How good is that? I feel like it contours but bronzes. I think it's just the best product ever made ever. I still do like to apply a powder bronzer over the top. I feel like that firstly sets it in place, but also I like to give my cheeks a little bit more color, kind of on the apple of the cheek. I'm going to use the Too Faced Sweethearts bronzer in the shade Sweet Tea today. It's so cute. I love this bronzer. And this brush is the Zoeva 101 Luxe Face Definer. I promised I'm not sponsored by Zoeva, but I really love their brushes. And again, I'm just applying this to my cheeks, but more over the apple of the cheek. Tiny bit around my forehead, tiny bit under my jaw. Now for highlighter, and to be honest, I do mostly use Mary Luminizer by The Balm. That's no surprise, I use it all the time, but to mix it up for you guys today, just so you know, you don't have to use Mary Luminizer, although I do highly recommend it. I'm going to use the Anastasia Glow Kit. The shade of this palette is Sun Dipped, and I'm going to use, I think, a mixture between Summer and Moonstone. I often use a fan brush for highlighting, but I also have this brush here, also by Zoeva, surprise, surprise. It is the Luxe Powder Fusion number 134, and this is also perfect for highlighting, so I'm going to use this one today. So I'm applying that to the tops of my cheeks. Always, of course, that's my favorite spot ever for highlighting. The tip of my nose, just because I have a scar down the center of my nose, also apply it to the Cupid's bow of my lips. Back to brows, and I'm going to use the Perfect Brow Perfection Gel. It's basically a clear gel and it holds your brows really well. So I'm down with that. I like to brush mine up and then out. Brushing my brows up makes my eyes look so much more open. It's actually a really great trick. Now for mascara, and I'm going to apply the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Mascara. Surprise, surprise. I really feel like I'm gonna sneeze right now. Okay, we're good. Back to mascara. Have you guys ever sneezed while doing mascara? It literally gets everywhere. It's the worst timing ever. Look at this mascara. Is that not the best thing you've ever seen? It's so good. I like to kind of accidentally get a little bit of mascara on the bottom lashes. I don't like to coat them too much because mine are quite long, and I just like to get a little bit of mascara on them to define them. False lashes at this point are completely up to you. I often don't apply them with this look just because I often apply this look when I'm in a rush. But for the sake of showing you guys what it looks like with lashes, I'll apply some individuals. These are the Ardell Duralash Naturals in Flare Short Black and Flare Short Medium. I have a full tutorial on how I use individual lashes. I basically put the medium length on the outer corner, outer third-ish, and the shorts the rest of the way long. You can apply individual lashes to your lashes without mascara on them, but I find that for the purpose of being quick and more natural looking, applying them once you have mascara on means that you apply less and you can just kind of fill in the gaps with them. While that dries, I'm going to move on to lips, and again I have a few different products on rotation that I really love to use with this look. Depending on how done I want it to look, some days I do wear a liquid lipstick or just a normal creamy lipstick with this look, but most often I will wear a gloss with it. I absolutely love the Too Faced Lip Injection Glossy in the shade Babe Alert. This is a really nice peachy shade. It also plumps your lips a little bit, which is a nice added bonus. I also love this product here, which is MAC Huggable Glass in the shade Pleasure First. This is a really nice soft pink gloss. For today I'm going to use this, which is I think a new product by Mecca Cosmetica. It is the Nude Lip Delicious Lip Protectant, and it's actually SPF 25, which is awesome if you're going to be wearing it out and about during summer. Because my nails are so long at the moment, I'm just going to use a brush to apply this, and this is just a random kind of like no-name brush. If my nails weren't so long, I would just dip my finger straight in, but I have tried that a couple of times and I've got lip balm all up underneath my nails and it's kind of disgusting. How nice is that? It's perfect for the no makeup kind of look, I think, and it's so comfortable to wear, and it also smells pretty good too. And this is it finished. This is my no makeup look. I wear this all the time. It's so easy. I actually do it a lot quicker when I'm not filming it. It's really quick and easy to achieve, and like I said, you don't have to use the exact products that I've used, but just anything with kind of similar shades and similar finishes will work really nicely. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I'm really trying to upload 2 videos a week at the moment. I'm trying to do Tuesday and Saturday for my upload days. Please don't be mad if I don't stick with that, but I'm going to try my very hardest. That is my goals right now, is to do those 2 days, 2 videos a week. Also, if there's anything that you guys would like to see, then please let me know. I always love taking suggestions from you guys. I've also been doing polls on my Twitter account to see what you guys want me to film next, which has been really helpful. So again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon in the next one.